We have had a festival, of ideas, festival of presentations, and we are going to go out there as conference delegates to now craft our papers, which will go into a special edition of our Nkanyiso journal, which is an accredited journal that belongs to the University of Zululand, placed in the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences.
Well, I started attending the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences Conference in 2017. This is the second time presenting. My first presentation was in 2017. It was based on decolonization. I've learned a lot from this conference, interacting with the great scholars from different universities across the country and across Africa. I've grown a lot. It was a very fruitful conference, truly speaking. What was discussed on this conference, I'll be able to infuse it in our curriculum or in our syllabus, and then also share what I've learned with our students within our department.
Having to listen to different colleagues from the institution and other institutions, as well as the students present on the theme rurality and development. It really shows that they put in the work and effort into the epistemology that was evident in the debates and discussions that were sparked. It really shows that in terms of the ontology or the lenses that they used, that it is important for us to focus on knowing what the communities need by going to the communities and asking themselves without imposing our own ideas of what rural development should be about. Also, thought-provoking arguments and recommendations were done, for example, by Professor Masocha, where he spoke about decolonizing even the word development, because a lot of negativity is embedded in it, where then through coloniality and through the Bretton Woods institutions, what they term for development for rural communities, especially in Africa, and in terms of the classification and geographic locations of rural communities. Also, he mentioned that it's very important not to forget the history that comes with this connotation of development, because especially in South Africa, in KZN, a lot of people were displaced during the apartheid government and pushed to places that they weren't their own, where they have to make them their homes, and which weren't speaking to the positivity that happens sometimes in rural areas. It has been a very fruitful, and hopefully next year it will even be better, and that more participation we'll see from students. And we're also going to take this knowledge, information, and impact it in our teaching and also in our community engagement projects that we'll be working on, and infuse the communities and have them participate with us also in such conferences.
And I am here today at the 14th HSS Conference. What I'm learning here in these 2 days is, touching on our indigenous knowledge as African people, and how we can maximize on our indigenous knowledge as our cultural heritage for the advancement of our African academic journeys. This is my first experience, and I look forward to coming here again and engaging with well-respected scholars.
I want to thank everyone who has attended this conference, all the conference delegates, people that have presented, marvelous, thought-provoking papers in our conference, more especially the keynote speakers who have laid a very grounded foundation in making us understand what rurality is all about. And thanks to Professor Frida from the US, Professor Kais from Bangladesh, and Professor Masocha, our former dean, who is now the executive dean in the University of Free State. Thank you once again, even to the organizing team who worked tirelessly in making sure that this conference is realized. Thanks again to our deanery, led by Professor Shogane, Deputy Dean for Research, Professor Naidu, and Deputy Dean Teaching and Learning, Professor Buthelezi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to CMD. Thank you so much to everyone. It has been wonderful. Mission accomplished.